Okay, so we're live again. Okay, testing now. Okay, testing now. Okay, practice is underway. I'm not ready. Oh dear God. Okay, testing the audio now. It's fine now. I've literally done nothing other than restart. It's fine now. I've literally done nothing. Right, guys. Hopefully you'll find your way back into here. Let us get stuff set up. So yes, we are back, and I'm just ruining myself. Getting the chat set up. Guys, let me know how the audio is working. It should be okay on volume now. Volume and echo, no echo. I need to set my car up. I'm going to go for 4 laps of fuel. And then TC down to 3. And then we're good for the setup of the car. Okay, now it's into qualifying. Now I'm going to try and get a qualifying lap in now. Now I know the audio should be okay. Start driving. I think that's okay. Right, let's do this. Right. I should be able to get the full 3 laps in, which should give us a shot at a good qualifying position. It definitely puts on the back foot in the last race, starting mid-pack. I was shitting my pants when it came to the start of that race. Right, let's set a lap. Do you recognise anybody from the last race? The pole man is, well, he's going to be on pole again if that is anything to go by. He is in the race again. He was so flipping fast. Into the 2 minutes lap time for the qualifying lap was insane. Right, we'll try and set a solid opener and then build up. Once the delta's on screen, it gives you a bit of a indication as to where to push. Bouncing these curbs. The Ferrari doesn't seem to like the curbs that much, especially that curb there. It does definitely bounces. Looking forwards. And look at the deltas actually, because you get a bit of an indication as to if you're improving or gap. Now in the qualifying mode, it is on empty track. You have a virtual own instance of the track, so no traffic, no dirty air, nothing to get worried about with that in qualifying, which is quite good. And then the race is where it all kicks off, and you have so much chaos going on in the race. Okay. Now this is, I'd say, a pretty mild opening lap for qualifying for me. Could be 202, 203, and I want to be really pushing it hard in the second and third lap. Let's see if we can get into the 201s. I think my first lap last time I went way too deep in the final corner. And I'm deep again, but I'm going to bring it back with a bit of a slower mid corner speed, tighter corner exit. And now to open the lap. This is the lap that counts. I'm going to start with a 202.4, which is better than I thought it was, considering how well I drove. A bit too narrow on the entry there, which has left me wide on the exit. Oh, I almost crashed it on the gravel there. Launch that curb. That was actually smoother to really hit that curb hard. Oh, almost exactly on the same time as I've got before. So there's no benefit, no negative in that sequence of corners. But it should have been much better because of tyre temperatures. I should have been just faster with more grip. Faster through there, losing speed on exit. Now I'm going to be running hard into this braking zone at the line. Missed a downshift there, too keen on the shift. It didn't let me shift down into third, so I had to pull the paddle one more time. Got to rotate power through. Much better, 0.3 up. Another fast driver into the 2 minutes. This is a flipping fast lobby, guys. Did anyone see what split this lobby was? I feel like it's quite high because there's faster drivers than I've seen in here before. That was a good exit, and we can see by the delta we're gaining time, half a second up. That's going to really leap us up the order. Need to get a good final corner. Had a little chirp of a lock up there. Not bad. Losing a bit of time though. And I'm going to run to the line. We're going to get an extra lap in, which is good. Got into the 201s. It's hanging out a bit wider. Try and get the car much nicer through there. Huge chunk of time on the exit. Smash that curb. 0.4 up already through sector 1. That was a dialed first sector. Let's see what we can finish this lap out with. Oh, the tyre's going to hang on. A little bit of a chirp on the... Oh, big slide. That's going to cost me. Managed to keep it under control though. Just bleeding away a little bit of time. Get to the apex. Get the car to rotate on the power. Nice through there. Equal on the delta. lost a bit of time on the exit, a bit of a swaz on the exit, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm still half a second up though, so if I can carry this through to the end of the lap, it's good. Let's be a bit brave with the track limits here. It's a good exit, and it's holding 0.497. Could get me up to top 5 if others don't improve. Looking to now get the car to rotate, get a tighter exit than it did last time. Better exit, we're gaining. Where is that going to put us? It's going to be solidly almost into the 2 minutes. That is my best lap time around here by far. Tanner, welcome along to the chat. Yeah, my face is almost better now, so I think I'm 95% fully recovered. And what a lap time that was. I enjoyed that one. That was a good one. TikTok stream, almost. It's vertical YouTube stream. I'm trying vertical YouTube stream out. Just see how it goes. See if anybody likes it. Octavio, good. Welcome on board. Right, let's get some fuel in the car because we need fuel. 10 laps of fuel is what we need. A new set of tyres is required, so a new set of tyres. Guys, let me know, is the audio okay? Last time I tried this, I was getting echo. Thanks, Tanner. That was my best lap I've done in the GTEs in Le Mans Ultimate. So, right, let's get back to the relative splits. Okay. The goal of this race, as it has been in the previous race, is just to keep it clean. I need to get myself out of bronze safety rating, and I'm almost there. I don't know if I'm going to go to bronze 3. Yeah, echo's good. I don't know what happened last time. I literally started the stream and I just had an audio echo. I've done absolutely nothing other than stop the stream and start the stream again, and now it's fine. So, I don't get it. Anyway, we're good now. Thanks for confirming that, guys. So yeah, interesting. The car in third place, the Corvette, has gone for a medium front right tyre. The front right tyre does get a beating around here. So that's an interesting strategy. It is possible to use mixed tyres, not just front and rear, but left and right as well. Yeah, the Gremlins just don't get it. Anyway, we're good now. Right, let's starting from P5. Better starting position than last time, but hopefully it stays a little bit cleaner into turn 1. It was mad from P10 in the last race. Absolutely mad. Right, we'll get in line. Let's get a bit closer. I think we're good. Time to focus, absolutely. Looking for the rev limiter on the pit limiter now. Looking for those green lights to go. Waiting to disengage. Holding a long time. There we go. Not a bad start. Ferrari to my outside already. Looking racy. Keeping me narrow. He's backed off. As am I going to. Someone to my outside. Got to keep it tight. We're still there. I'm going to send it on the brakes. That's up to P4, I think. Solid start. A little bit of swaz on the exit there. Tyres will be cold, so I need to be careful of that. And we've got a bit of a gap to the driver behind already, which is really good news. Guys, what do you think of that start? I think that went well. I need to just be careful on the brakes. Hopefully I don't get bumped from the rear. I think we've got some space to the rear. In fact, this couldn't have been any better. Perfectly clean start. A little bit of fresh air behind. Top 4 breakaway. Let's go racing. Now, I think it's only fair to say that we don't have the pace of these top 4. It was a great start. Thank you very much for riding on board. Appreciate you riding on board. If you are enjoying it so far, guys, make sure you have hit that like button. It does help to share the stream. and show others the good racing that you can happen in Le Mans Ultimate. Le Mans Ultimate is quite new to me, and I've got to say I'm enjoying every single race I'm having, whether it's a big battle, a little bit dirty or a little bit unfortunate. I've enjoyed every single race I've done. That was a good exit. Hang on the slipstream of McSlow, B McSlow. What a name. Almost forgot to shift up then, I was too distracted by his name. Corvette is going to go deep on the brakes. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, he's lost it. Keep to the inside. Oh my god. I could see him starting to go round and he was coming back on me. I just had to keep it tight. Up to P3. That was an unexpected gain of position. He must be running quite a loose setup on that car to get the speed out of it. Whereas I think the car I'm driving, it really is quite safe. It's a safe setup on this car, which allows me to just smash out consistent lap times. I forgot to downshift a second then. Corvette. Oh, bad driving from me there. That was just a bit lapse of concentration. But 1.7 to third place. Whew. A little bit of a snatch of brakes from the Corvette. Let's keep an eye on those gaps now. 1.7 to the guy behind, 1.3 to the driver in front, who is actually on that NASCAR style tyre strategy. Now in theory he should be slower at the start of the race and have that front right tyre give him the grip towards the end of the race. So maybe he's going to give P1 a bit of a raise. 1.9 to the driver behind. Big Buckarama, welcome. I'll read that on the straight. We're having an intense LMU driving session here. I've got to say, I think LMU's intensity for just the general corner-to-corner driving is way more than in Gran Turismo 7. Track day at Sebring. Oh yeah, the pavement, it's bumpy as fuck, this track is. But yeah, I do get that probably some noise from the concrete cracks would certainly help to improve. The final corner is so bumpy. I do enjoy it. The last week we did it at Spa. There's a completely different track, so 202.0 in the race for me. That is one of my fastest race laps. So we've got clean air to be able to really just make the car work. We're not having to worry about the braking points of other drivers ahead. 1.9 is still the gap to the driver in fourth, working that car. Yeah, helping. Oh my god, I'm crashing. Oh yeah, you know what? Feedback like that, people that have real world experience to game developers is really essential. And I don't think enough of that happens. 2.0. Good stuff, man. Good to have you on board. If anyone is on board and haven't yet hit that like button, make sure you do. It does help the stream. And let me know what you think of the vertical format as well. Are you watching on mobile, or are you still watching on PC or TV? I'm just trying this out. Just always like to try and experiment with different things that YouTube offers and provides. So the gaps are increasing in front and behind, which could be a sign of a boring race, but I'll take that to help to improve my safety rating. Once we improve my safety rating, we can start to drive the Le Mans hypercars, which I think is probably going to be something fantastic. Oh, looks like an apology has been issued in the chat. I think an incident may have happened watching on tablet. Interesting. So can you rotate that to vertical to have the proper vertical format, or how's that work on tablet? Get the car turned, rotated on the throttle with the TC helping out. It's good to drive on mobile. Vertical format works well. That was the plan. I think a lot of people do watch on mobile, and just having it vertical, just sat there watching along all of the different overlays should work well. 2.7 is the gap on the leader. Bouncing them curbs. A little bit too tight on that first entry, I think. And let me know what you think of Le Mans Ultimate as a racing game to watch. Slightly different to Gran Turismo, a lot more intensity in the driving experience. And the last race was chaotic. This one seems a far more serene experience. Still got me sweating though, because every lap matters in LMU. A slight lapse of concentration and you're facing the wrong way. Or had to catch that one there, for example. Even with TC on, the rear will start to move around. 2.3 the gap behind. Especially a lock of the brakes in these GTE cars with no significant... Yeah, thanks Tanner. Yeah, I did some testing last night to try and get the layout working right. And I was actually gutted that the stream just was echoing on the first attempt. It's like, I flipping tried it all yesterday. There are some new faces in chat. It's good to see you on board, guys. Are you coming from Gran Turismo content, or are you LMU content that just happened to see me today? In fact, the guy behind it is starting to catch a little bit. If I can actually drive quite sensibly, I can protect my tyres a little bit as well. Oh, opening up that final corner. You've got to love a bit of track limits. You know what? They're so relaxed for track limits in this track in LMU. At Spa last week, they were very strict. So I think it's just an American track thing. Oh, we're using all of the track. Arkies, welcome along. Good to see you on board. How's it going? I'm deep in a third place battle here, and actually I'm being caught by the driver behind. P. Carter in the Porsche, yellow Porsche. And in fact, he's got a bunch of friends along with him. If you look in the rear view mirror, a train of 3 cars that I can see, they want my third place. GT7 man, subbed ages. Oh, thanks, thank you very much. Appreciate these long-term subscribers. I will be obviously continuing to cover GT7 stuff. That will never go away on the channel, obviously until GT8 comes out. But Gran Turismo is so much fun to play, so much variety, and it's just a completely different kind of racing game than LMU is, and it will always stay on the channel. It's great fun content. Right. I think we need to be thinking about driving a bit better, because I'm missing that apex, and we're going to be under attack from P4 very shortly, if not by the end of this straight. It's about to get spicy, guys. Buckle yourselves in. And he's got friends as well, so there's 3 cars in this battle. I think it also makes you a better driver trying different racing games and racing sims. You can employ tactics, and they're side by side behind. That's what I would want to happen, is for them to start battling and drop back a little bit. I wonder if they are catching up because I'm just driving slower, or whether they started further back. Oh, sketchy. Oh, that was a track limits abuse. I did get away with it. The green light came on. I think I've kept them at bay for now. Still P. Carter in P4. And 9 minutes left on the race clock. So we're just over half distance. Get turned. I think we're getting to the time. Oh, a bit of swaz from P. Carter behind. I think we're at the time of the race where the front tyres are starting to go off, and that is probably why the car in second with that split tyre strategy is starting to pull away a little bit. 1.1 the gap. I've got a bit of a stretch. Just need to get the car through this corner, rotated nicely on corner exit. 1.0 holding that gap at 1 second. Ferrari versus Porsche. Oh, big lock up from myself there. Maybe I've taken a lot out of the tyres on my first lap, maybe. Big slide on corner exit. I'm slow through that final sector. Definitely need to find some time there because P. Carter is catching in that final sector. Let me know, guys, if you've got any tips for that final sector. Gear selection, braking point, track limits, abuses that I'm not doing. Let me know. I think that was a good exit. Yeah, pulled 0.2 on the 4th place guy. Yeah, it was a good final sector. Let's try and just get a whole good lap together. Much better through there. Getting the car to rotate on the gas up to 0.9. Get a big clip. Launch that curb there. Get to the apex, late apex. That was a good first sector. Although I am still down on my absolute best. Tyre wear taken into account, perhaps. P. Steve. P. Carter. Oh, bit of swaz on the corner exit there. Let the car run out on the final corner. I'm scared of getting on the grass. I'm so scared of the grass. Oh, the final corner. Oh dear, deep there. That's going to put me under pressure. Under pressure. Send him to the outside. Right, just need to get a good drive off of here. How feisty is this guy going to be? We'll soon find out when he shows his nose like that. Yeah, he's feisty. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. Got someone to the outside. Okay, that's one out the equation. But that little bit of avoiding action did mean... What do you think of that one, guys? That was a bit brave on the brakes there from P. Carter, I think. Is he going to send it too deep on the brakes? Let's get the car to rotate. Oh, there was one race ahead, guys. At the last but one lap, the guy in P2 hit the wall on the corner exit and threw his race away. I'm scared of that wall. Oh. Right, you know what? I can get this guy. I can get that podium. See him stabbing at the throttle. Oh yeah. Almost jumped the curb and lost it then. Track limits. Yeah, it definitely went a bit too aggressive there. I could just see just the body language in the car. The way he closed in. I was like, you know what, you can send it there, feel free. You can tell a lot by the body language of cars. Who you're racing. Right, 4 minutes 43 to go. Looking for signs from this guy to see if he's going to lock any brakes, any kind of weakness in his driving style. At the minute, it's me that's got the weakness. 1.2 to 5th. Top 5 should be, barring any incidents, top 5 should be okay. Big cut through there. The good thing about watching, being passed by a driver, you get to watch their lines. Oh, that's wide. Dangerous. Hard to get a back exit out of the Porsche, the final corner. Yeah, I need to really just... I've not even looked at any kind of track guides for Sebring at all. Just been down, just hop in the car and drive it, because the goal of this session and the whole sessions this week. Oh, is that the car behind hit the wall? The goal of this one is just to make sure we improve our safety rating. I want to unlock those hypercars. So I don't mind losing a position here and there. Just we need to avoid car contact at all cost. Oh, a little bit of a lock up there. 3 minutes 10. That's basically 2 laps. This lap and 1 more. Now the guy behind is definitely pushing hard because he hit the wall in the final corner. Oh, I'm locking up now. I feel like the tyres are getting a bit hot. He went deep there as well in P5. In fact, he's under threat from the driver behind. They could easily have an incident together. Lock up there. That's the first sign of a lock up from that Porsche. 14 and 11 seconds behind the lead in second. So those guys were always going to be the fast ones in this race. I think I'm just fortunate with my start to get to where I got to. And I think that Porsche probably has the pace as well. That was quite a good exit, I think. And yes, let's not get confused with the fuel situation on the MFD. A little bit deep on here, trying to get it to bring it back. Run it out to the wall. Much better exit. That worked well. To bring this one home. Final lap. It's a bit too narrow on entry, I think. It's good enough. It is good enough. I feel like my tyres are wearing a little bit. 0.5. Later apex. Penultimate corner, yeah, got it. Get the drive onto the straight. Good idea. Safety through the hairpin. A little slide on the exit. I think we are. Certainly should have P4 under control. Looking for a mistake from P3 really. And there is a mistake. Nothing I can capitalise on. Even with a bit of a lock-up and a smoke, he still didn't lose too much time. But he is feeling the pressure. Definitely closing in. Is he going to be seeing that that delta ticking down and getting himself under pressure, perhaps for the final corner? Right, let's try and work on the corner exit. Oh, using all the curve. That was a bit too early on the apex there, I think. I just get too greedy. You just see the turning point and you just want to get the car turned. But I think that's going to cement our 4th place in this race. That's going to be a top 5. And I think that is going to get a solid safety rating result as well. And I'm interested to know what split this is, because the guys at the front are so flipping fast. Well, that was a fantastic race, guys. I really enjoyed that one. The start especially was chaotically interesting. Like, what did you think, guys? Let me know. What could I have done better in that race? Right, let's go. Okay, so that's going to get me a wow, interesting actually. A P4 in the race. 201.7 is my best race lap, and that is probably one of my best race laps of my whole session playing this GTE on Sebring. The top 2 were absolutely fantastically quick into the 2-minute deads in the race. So yeah, on a different league really. Looking down the rest of the order, I think we are, yeah, best of the rest, I think. Right, let's see what that's done to the safety ratings and time-wise. Guys, is the Grand Prix starting in a bit? I'm thinking it might be time to watch the Grand Prix. Yeah, later Apex pick up the throttle earlier. A lot of Sebring drivers drive like you're going to say late. Yeah, I think that is the right thing to do. Also, we have got to safety rank bronze 3, a huge chunk. But it actually does mean that I've got to get all the way through 3 before I unlock silver, which is slightly annoying. I am going to just check to see if the Grand Prix is on or not. I want to watch it, but I also want to play this as well. I want one more race. Daily races. Starts in 3 minutes. Let's check to see what the F1 schedule is. Does anyone know in the chat when's the F1 start? I think it starts in 5 minutes. Schedule. It starts in 5 minutes. You know what, guys? I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna watch the F1. Are you guys watching the F1? Yeah, good to have you in the chat. All good, man. I think I'm gonna watch the F1 as well. Have a good afternoon, guys. I'm gonna watch the F1. I'm excited to see what happens. Leclerc on pole. That is incredible. That is incredible. Let's see what happens. Right, guys. Thanks for joining me in this fantastic race.